The same button here.
For our first act, we have Maureen Severance, who will be performing a piece by Silverstein, and it's titled Sick. So, hard to know what's in store for this one, but actually, let me go and check on just the status of things really quickly here. I sense something is up, so I'll be right back. What? You can't wake her up? Uh-oh. I think she's asleep. Let me see if I can wake her real quick. Maureen, wake up! Time for the show! First impressions are very important, Maureen. Come on, wake up! Wake up! Please! Would anyone in the crowd like to perhaps help wake Maureen up?
I want to.
You, sir, with the yellow tie there.
Wake up! It's time for the show, it's morning! They're all waiting, look, see? They're all waiting for you to wake up. Can I have a little time on this?
Okay.
A couple minutes.
Well, maybe we can come back to that one. Moving right along, our second act is a piece titled Tangled Reel. This is a traditional Irish piece. This will be performed by Randy DeJacque and Johnny Severance. And as you will see from watching this act, they've been playing whistle together for so long, it's as if they've become like one. So, I introduce Randy DeJacque and Johnny Severance. Doesn't seem to be breathing, and his eyes are glazed. The other man pulls out his cell phone and calls 911. He gasps to the operator, "My friend is dead. What can I do?" The operator, in a calm, soothing voice, replies, "Take it easy. I can help. First, let's make sure he's dead." There is a silence, then a shot is heard. Back on the phone, the hunter says, "Okay, now what?" Our next act is titled Breakfast Attack. In this piece, Detective Hamilton cracks the most perplexing case in the history of Chicago's River North neighborhood. So I give you Breakfast Attack.
Oh, yes, Sam's reading cubs. Oh, Dr. Mike forgot my spoon. Oh my goodness! Yes, well, please. Yes, my breakfast has been attacked. Yes, just now. Your cereal runs right.
Sorry for the delay. I represent the CAI, Serial Assassination Investigators. Did you catch anything?
No, it's just that I found it.
Good, give me some time to investigate. Next step, man. Magnifying glass, please.
Are you finding any clues?
Can't say it.
Well, I was just in the other room and I heard noise and they came back with the cereal cone was already gone.
Too bad. Pipe.
So I can't give them your subscription.
They're highly guilty forces. There's no easy way to say this, but please don't panic. See, sir, your cereal has been the victim of a serial killer. The nerve of some people to hurt this innocent cereal, it's horrendous. Only one thing left to do now. To Dunkin' Donuts!
I think before Detective Hamilton heads over to Dunkin' Donuts, there's another activity that's transpired at the zoo. 5,000 pairs escaped, so maybe he should go comb the area before he goes for his donuts. You know, watching this skit reminded me of many breakfasts I've had in the past, especially when I had boiled eggs. It's really hard to beat boiled eggs. Moving right along here. Our next skit is going to be performed by Kateri and Krista Kozar. It's actually not a skit. They're going to be singing a Chinese folk song with a few different movements. So, assuming that things are sufficiently clean out here, which looks like they are, go ahead and welcome the Kozars.
Oh, cool. Look at their little
My
China
sister
outfit.
and I are going to do a song about finding a friend in Chinese. 找呀找呀找，找了一个好朋友。今个里呀，我说呀，我们就是好朋友。再见。找呀找呀找呀找，找了一个好朋友。今个里呀，我说呀，我们就是好朋友。再见。找呀找呀找，找了一个好朋友。今个里呀，我说呀，我们就是好朋友。再见。找呀找呀找呀找，找了一个好朋友。今个里呀，我说呀，我们就是好朋友。再见。
They're so cute. I love it. Stay with me. Smile for the camera. Oh my gosh. What do we have here? Oh, she's just too cute. have to get more. That's pretty much what's going on here. There they are.
Very good. Thank you very much.
Oh, they are so cute.
For our next piece, we'll have Monica, Johnny, and Justin Severance perform a traditional Irish trio. The Severances belong to the Irish Music School of Chicago, and Monica and Johnny competed last year in Ireland with their school band. They will be playing a set of traditional Irish tunes. So I welcome Monica, Johnny, and Justin Severance.
today. And here's Jean-Pierre. Oh, baby. Julie. Dave.
Next up, we have
Grandma. She's cool.
first we played
Cantius. So cute. Aunt Jeannie. Favorite because she always gives them a gum. That's the trick.
let's hear it for Jamie.
You get my coffee. I'm very aware of the coffee situation. People are going to get motion sickness watching this. I love this song. sings too.
Hello, my name is Jamie Tomaso. Today I'm going to recite Someone's Easy, author unknown. Once upon a time, there was a man who decided to sneak into his neighbor's fields and steal some wheat. If I just take a little from each field, no one will notice, he told himself, but it will all add up to a nice pile of wheat for me. So he waited for the darkest night when thick clouds lay over the moon, and he crept out of his house. He took his youngest daughter with him. Daughter, he whispered, you must stand guard and call out if anyone sees me. The man stole into the first field to begin his reaping, and before long the child called out, Father, someone sees you. The man looked all around, but he saw no one. So he gathered his stolen wheat and moved on to a second field. Father, someone sees you, the child called again. Once more, the man stopped and looked all around, but he saw no one at all. So he gathered more wheat and moved on to a third field. A little while passed, but soon enough, the child called out, Father, someone sees you. Once more, the man stopped his work, looked in every direction, but he saw no one at all. So he bundled his stolen wheat and moved on to the last field. Father, someone sees you, the child called again. Once more, the man stopped his reaping, looked all around, but once again he saw no one. Why in the world do you keep saying someone sees me? He angrily asked his daughter. I've looked everywhere, and I don't see anyone. Father, murmured the child, someone sees you from above.
Thank you, Jamie. Good reminder for us all, especially for me as I do this MC job. Okay. Next up, we have a series of individuals who will be performing a piece titled Natus est nobis. Richard Koppel brought the group together who will be singing this for us today. They include Shreyas Bhatt, Margaret Code, Charles Jeter, Rob Huff, Richard Koppel, of course, Jillian Crickle, Catherine Michalowski, Sarah Michalowski, and Thomas Zeman. years old and has been playing clarinet for 5 years. And she will be performing Clarinet Concerto No. 1 by Stammes. On your top. Just one moment while we resolve technical difficulties. Thank you, Audrey. Did you all hear about the Energizer Bunny? He was arrested.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he was charged for battery.
Uh-oh.
But like you know that. So. Okay. Our next piece will be performed by Melody Vasquez. She has performed for us before. She's done a number of impressive Spanish dances for us. And today she will be performing one called Andalusia. So let us welcome Melody Vasquez.
Oh, he's so cute. I could just eat him up. Good boy.
Our next piece will be performed by Anne Siebert. She will be playing for us Bach's Clavier Suite in G minor. And now Anne's sister, Marie Siebert, will be playing Sonatina Opus 36 by Clementine. Well, any variety show wouldn't be complete without a little active participation on the part of the viewing audience. So, having that in mind, I have a question for you all. I was wondering if you could answer this for me. What is a prisoner's favorite punctuation mark? Anyone have an idea? What is a prisoner's favorite punctuation mark? Question mark? No? Is it semicolon? No, not even close. Period. A period, of course, because it marks the end of the sentence. Yep.
Oh, funny.
There's more to come. Next up. up, we have Richard Kokel and Sarah Michalowski, who will be performing a piece that Richard composed himself. It's called Who Says You Are Alone? I'm wondering, did you all hear about the Buddhist who refused Novocaine during a root canal? No? Well, you see, he wanted to transcend gentle medication. Thought you'd like to know. For our next act, we will have David and Sophia Severs performing a piece entitled Smart. Now, David and Sophia, they've been best buddies all their lives, and you rarely see one without the other. And I have a hunch that David will be telling us a little bit about one of his latest scams. So let's welcome David and Sophia Severs.
Mommy. It's more than two. And then a man came up blind baits, and just because he can't see, he gave me 4 nickels, like 3 dimes. Because 4 is more than 3. Well, because 4 is more than 3. And then I went down to here in Coons, down to the seafood store, and the seller gave me 5 pennies for my 4 nickels. Because 5 is more than 4. And then I went and showed my dad. He got red in the cheeks and closed his eyes and shook his head, too proud of me to speak.
All right, thank you, David and Sophia. You know, you're talking about all those numbers and counting and so forth. It reminds me of why I always wear glasses when I'm doing math. It helps division, you know. So, okay, we're going to break at this point.